So tonight we're going to be using straps. So a strap or a belt or something, that you can use. Um, and anything else that you might like to make yourself comfortable. I'm sitting on a blanket to raise my hips from the floor just a little bit to help ease my low back a little bit, lower the knees a little bit more. And you might want blocks if you tuck blocks under your knees while we're sitting here, or if you use them in any other way through the class. But the main prop we need tonight is the belt or the strap. So let's go ahead and come into the comfortable seat that you have. If you don't like sitting in Sukhasana or easy pose, because it's actually not a very easy pose, you can extend your legs if you like, one or both, just whatever is best for you. You also could even sit in a chair at this point also. Let's take our hands to our lap, knees or on the thighs, and you can have your hands down or up, whichever you like. And press down into your sit bones and notice how that allows your spine to lengthen up. Let's go ahead and roll the shoulders up and back, lifting the chest slightly and shoulder blades slightly to go towards each other. The back of your neck is long. Your top of your head is reaching towards the ceiling. And go ahead and close your eyes and begin to focus on your breath. Noticing the inhale and the exhale. Feeling the air come in through your nostrils, maybe cool. And as you exhale, the air leaves through your nostrils, and it may feel warmer to you after being warmed in your body. Notice what parts of your body move as you breathe. You may notice that your belly expands on the inhale and then releases back in on the exhale. You might notice that your ribs expand on the inhale all the way around your body. And as you exhale, they relax back in. You may notice that the top of your chest moves as you breathe in and out. Just noticing. Be aware of the fullness of each breath as the lungs expand and release. Inhale to your heart center and allow the heart energy to radiate through your entire body as you exhale. Inhale and feel the air fill your body, bringing in warmth and energy. And when you exhale, release all your tensions and worries. As you continue this breathing here, noticing the breath, think of the things you are thankful for. I'm going to read a quote to you. It was said by Tecumseh, who was a Shawnee chief. And he says, be thankful for the morning light when you rise, your life and strength, for your food and the joy of living. And maybe you have other things that you would list that you're thankful for. So take the next few minutes just considering all the things you're thankful for. We're going to move on now to the physical practice. And we'll start with doing a few things for our neck. You can leave your eyes closed if you like, or you can open them. To begin with, we're just going to lower the chin down towards the chest and feel that nice stretch across the back of your neck. Let your head be heavy. Feel the weight of your head extending the neck here a little bit. And lift up your head. We're going to take our hands around the back of our neck, and you can feel the ridge of your skull. Bring your fingers under, below that, so that your fingers are on your neck, and maybe your thumbs might be around the front or wherever you like them. And what we're going to do is we're going to just gently move the head, and we're going to not use the neck muscles. We're going to use the hands to do this. We're going to make little circles with the head by moving the hands. So we're circling around, a very gentle movement. And the next time you come to the front, pause, and then circle the other way. So again, not using your neck muscles, but your hands, your fingers. Try to make it smooth. One last circle. And when you come to the front again, release your hands and lift your head up. The next one we're going to do is 10 tigers running through the forest. The 10 tigers are our fingers, and the forest is our hair. What we're going to be doing is just running the fingers along the scalp, through the hair, to help release all the muscles of the scalp. Wherever you want to have your tigers running. This is really, for me, quite relaxing. I think sometimes we don't realize that even the muscles of the scalp get tense sometimes and contract. And this is a good one to do when we're on a video or on Zoom, because nobody will see our hair except mine at the end here. Okay, let's release that. All right, we're going to move to the shoulders. We're going to start by taking our arms out to the side. And I need to do something. Something popped up on my screen. I need to get rid of it. I don't think you can see it. Okay, but I can. Okay, arms out to the side, and we're going to be reaching out with our hands, but we're not going to extend all the way out from the arm bone coming out from the shoulder socket. We're going to pull that shoulder socket back in so that our back is going to help hold our arms out to the side. You can feel the back muscles engage when you do that. We're going to do several things here. We're going to start with just turning the right hand over, and then exhale and inhale and turn the left hand over and the right hand down. And reverse. So right hand palm is up, left hand is down, and reverse. And we'll do this a couple more times like this. And then bring your hands back so both palms are down. We're going to add to this. We're going to now we're going to, when we turn the right hand over, we're going to turn our head to look over the right fingers. So let's turn our right hand over, look over the right fingers, and then flip the hands. So the left hand is up, palm up, and the right hand is down, and you're looking towards the left. And then back over, looking to the right, right palm up, and to the left. And we'll do this a few more times like that. Slow, easy motions here. And let's do it one more time, back and forth. And then release your hands. Maybe shake your arms out if you're feeling it a little bit, but we're not done yet. We're going to add still a little bit more. We're going to still be doing what we just were doing, but as our right hand is up and we're looking to the right, we're going to stretch over to the right. And then we'll come back to the center, flip the left hand up, look to the left, and reach over to the left. And do this a few times, looking to the right, reaching to the right. Turn the left over, reaching to the left, looking to the left. And back and forth with your own slow pace. And let's do this one more time, back and forth. And then come to stillness. And again, maybe shake your arms out, roll your shoulders a little bit. And let's get our strap. So we're going to start with having our strap about shoulder width apart. Now I have mine a little farther apart than shoulder width, and you'll have to decide for yourself what you want. The idea is that we're going to be pulling out on the strap as we go through this next pose. We're going to inhale and bring the arms up, pulling the strap apart, and then exhale, bend your elbows and bring it down behind your head. But you can't put your, don't put your head forward, that's cheating, okay? You have to, if it gets stuck on the top of your head, that's okay. And then reach up and exhale forward. And we'll come up with an inhale, exhale, coming down, inhale up, exhale forward. And again, inhale up, exhale, bend your elbows, strap behind your head, inhale up, exhale forward. Let's do one more. Inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, exhale forward. And then release your hands down and maybe roll your shoulders if you like. We're going to bring our hands wider on the strap now. And one of the things that I want you to try to do when we're doing this is see how it's a long line from the shoulder down to the fingertips. Try not to bend your hand up or down. Try to keep it straight out from your wrist. And again, you may have to adjust this as we go through this. So we're going to bring the right arm up by the ear and the left arm down behind. So down behind. And you're going to press your right hand up and your left hand down. And then we're going to reverse that. So bring your arms overhead And your left arm comes by your ear and your right arm down. And again, reaching up with your left hand, reaching down with your right. And one more time on each side, reaching up. And then right arm up, left arm back. And reaching up with both hands. And then left arm by your ear, right arm behind. And then let's release that. And again, if you need to roll out your shoulders, go right ahead and do that. Okay, let's go ahead and come into your seated pose. It can be, again, whatever you like. We're going to set the strap aside for a few minutes. We're going to do seated cat and cow. And I'd like you to try to keep your arms straight as we do this. So we're going to inhale, lift the chest and arch the back and look up towards the ceiling, keeping the back of your neck long, not dropping the head back. You're just lifting the chin, keeping the back of the neck long. And then exhale, round your back down, coming into the cat. Head comes down, chin towards your chest. Inhale, come up into the cow. And exhale into the cat. And we'll do this a few more times. Follow your own breath. As your breath, let's say you're inhaling, you begin then the cow part. And as your breath exhales, you begin the cat. So your breath is leading you. Let's let this be our last back and forth. Okay. And then come back to your easy pose, your good posture. Let's take the right hand to the floor and the left arm up by the ear. We're going to lengthen up through the spine and exhale over to the right. So one of the things I discovered was if I sat with my back towards against the wall and did this, my head was coming forward. So I'm trying to keep my head back today. So we have this nice stretch on the left side of the body. Press your left sits bones down so you get a really good stretch over there. Inhale up and exhale the left hand down. Inhale the right arm up and lengthen through the spine and exhale over to the side. And yes, keep your chest open and your head back. I'm joking around a little bit. You don't want to have it flopping all the way back, but have it in line with your spine. And again, press down on your right sits bone so you get that good stretch on the right side of your body. Let's inhale, come up, and exhale, your arm down by the side. All right, let's do stir the pot. So your hands are on your knees and you're going to keep your back in alignment the whole time you're doing this. You're going to be rotating from your hips. So let's come forward. We're not, we keep the spine in alignment and then over to the side and back and over to the other side and all the way around to the front. And you may be inhaling as you come back and exhaling as you come forward. So we're trying to wake up different parts of our body here. We've done the sides, we've done our neck and shoulders, and now we're working on the spine a bit and also the pelvis, the hips a little bit. Next time you come to the front, pause, and then go the other way, inhaling as you come back and exhaling as you come forward. Let's do one more time around. And then when you come around to the front again, pause there. And then inhale and come up. All right. Let's take our legs out in front of us and just shake them for a moment. Release the knees. Okay, we'll do a twist here. Let me scoot back. So I guess you don't need to see my feet to see a twist, but okay, fine. Let's go ahead and bend the left knee. And we're going to do an open twist right now because it's our first twist. Flex your right foot, press out through the heel of the right foot, and hold on to your left leg, shin or whatever, with your left hand. Bring your right hand behind you, and get you good posture. Lengthen up through the spine, and then exhale and twist to the right. Remember to keep your right foot flexed, pressing through that right heel. And let's release out of that and lengthen the left leg down. And now we'll do the other side. So bend your right knee, right hand on the right leg. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale, left hand back and turn to the left. A nice gentle twist for our first twist of the day. And then let's release and come back to the center. We're going to, let's go ahead and do this. Okay. Take your feet to the edges of the mat, hands behind you. And we're going to lower the knees to one side and then inhale to center, lower to the other side, inhale to center. So we're getting our hips moving here also. And this again is a little bit of a twist. Okay, and come to stillness and then sit up. We're going to, and I always wonder how I should position myself so you all can see, but we'll try it like this. We're going to do another twist. It's mermaid twist, and if this doesn't suit you, you can go back to doing your legs back and forth. If you like, that would be fine. We're going to drop our knees to the right. And so you have this kind of a, you can't see here, my leg goes here like this, and the other one is back. And then what we're going to do is take our left hand around. We're going to be twisting here. And now when your hands are on the floor and they're kind of in front of your right thigh, lengthen through your spine and then lower down to the floor. And rest your head on the floor or on your hands, whatever you like, whatever feels good to you. Take some nice deep breaths here. What we're doing is we're letting gravity help us with the twist. On your next inhale, bring your hands under your shoulders, lengthen up, get your spine nice and long, and then untwist. Okay. Now I'm going to turn. You don't have to turn. So we can do it to the other direction. We're going to lower our knees to the left this time. And then turn towards the left. Bring the hands around in front of the left thigh. Lengthen through the spine. And then you can stay right here if you wanted. If you want to continue, you can go on down to the ground, resting your head down on your hands or on the ground. Again, nice deep breaths. On your next inhale, bring your hands under your shoulders, press up, long back, and twist. Okay. We're going to come onto our backs now and have your strap handy. So we're going to start with our knees bent, feet on the floor. We're going to be doing bridge pose, and we'll go through several variations. And if there's a variation that you don't like, just do regular bridge, and that's fine. Okay, so arms by your side. Your feet are comfortably close to your bottom. We're going to exhale and press the lower back into the floor. Inhale, lift the hips into your bridge. Feel your body resting on your shoulders, your head resting on the floor, your feet pressing into the ground, your knees going towards each other so that they're not playing out to the side. This is regular bridge. On your next exhale, let's lower down. The next variation is just a little different. What we're going to do is we're going to press our head into the ground, and so it lifts up our shoulders, and we tuck our shoulders underneath. Okay, so you feel that there's a bit of an arch in your back now, so that your chest is up a little bit. And now we're going to move into the bridge. So again, the only difference here between regular bridge is that we've tucked the shoulders under. So inhale and then exhale, press into your feet and lift your hips. And you may notice, and maybe not, that maybe your bridge is higher. And again, it might be and it might not be. It's okay. But we'll just hold it here for a few moments. Breathing deeply, enjoying this nice use of our quads. And then let's lower down on an exhale and release out of that. You can release your shoulders if you like. Okay, get your strap. We're going to do one more thing, one more bridge type with the strap this time. Some of you may not need the strap. You can reach your hands and interlace your fingers underneath you. But I like to use the strap. So you take your strap and put it under your back, under your bottom. We're going to, once again, I'll give you a moment to do that. What we're going to be doing is we'll tuck our shoulders again, grab the strap, and pull out on the strap. Okay, so press into your head, tuck your shoulders under. Get ready with an exhale. So we'll inhale, exhale, lift up. Get your strap. And then pull out on the strap. And those of you who don't need the strap, you go ahead and interlace your fingers here. That will be fine. But again, you may find that you're able to lift higher than either of the other two versions of bridge pose that we've done. Make sure your knees aren't flaying out. And now let's lower, release the strap, lower down, release your shoulders. Okay, now we were doing some back bends there, so let's do a pose to counteract that. We'll do Apanasana with both knees in. Pull your knees in as tight as you can. Maybe lift your head, nose towards your knees. And then release out of that. If you still need a little more, maybe rock back and forth. Okay. And let's go ahead and lower our feet to the ground, knees bent. We'll use a strap again. Bring your right knee in towards your chest and put the strap around your right foot. And then lift the bottom of your foot towards the ceiling, one end of the strap in each hand. And feel this good stretch in the hamstring. Make sure that you feel nothing in the back of your knee. If it's pulling in the back of your knee, then lower your leg, or else just bend your knee a little bit. Let's go ahead and lower the left leg out long and flex the left foot, pressing through that left heel. Feel that nice stretch again in the back of your right leg. Let's take both ends of the strap in the right hand, the left arm out in a T with the palm facing up, and lower your right leg to the right, getting a good stretch on the inside of your thigh this time. And we're still pressing through that left heel. Nice, slow, deep breaths. Really enjoying this stretch. Try to keep your left hip and left shoulder on the ground. On your next inhale, bring your leg up and switch hands so the left hand has the straps and the right arm is out in the T with the palm facing up. And lower your right leg over to the left. Try to keep your right shoulder on the ground. So we're going to the outside of our right leg now, the outside of the hip, maybe even a little up the back of the hip. And I can feel it all the way up to my armpit. All right, let's inhale, bring the leg up overhead, bend your knee and release the strap and lengthen your right leg down next to the left. And just notice how it feels. My right leg does feel longer than my left. I wish it made me taller. It doesn't last though. Okay, so let's go ahead now and bend both knees, feet on the floor, and we'll do the Supta Padangusthasana on the other side. Bring your left knee in, strap over your left foot, one end of the strap in each hand, and again, find that good stretch in your hamstring. And now lengthen your right leg out, pressing through that right heel. And both ends of the strap now in your left hand, your right arm out in the T, and lower your left leg over to the left. And we're trying to keep the right side of our body on the floor, the shoulder and the hip. And one of the ways that can help do that is by pressing through that right heel and reaching through those right fingers. Let's inhale the leg up and switch hands. Strap in the right, left arm in T, and lower your left leg to the right. On your next inhale, lift your leg, bend your knee and release the strap, and bring your left leg down next to your right. And notice if your legs are the same length now again. I think they probably are. All right. So bend your knees and roll to one side, and let's come up to table pose. If you want something under your knees, go ahead and get it. We're going to do a little cat and cow here. So wrists under your shoulders, knees under your hips. And let's begin. Exhaling, round the back towards the ceiling, Head drops. Inhale up into cow, so the spine rounds down, the head comes up. Exhaling into cat. Inhaling into cow. And let's do it a few more times. Follow your own breath this time. And one more complete cycle. And when you've completed that, come into your table. We're going to take the right leg out behind and bring down the toes. And we're going to rock back and forth. So this can be a pretty intense stretch for your calf and your hamstrings. So be gentle with yourself. So rock back and forward, just back and forth. And then come to stillness. And then we're going to take that leg and cross it over the left leg and look around the left shoulder at those toes. And if you wanted more of a side stretch, take your right hand and move it across your left hand and then look around at your left toes, at your right toes, sorry. And then let's come back. If you move the hand, bring your hand back, then bring your leg back underneath you. And let's do the other side. Left leg back. We're going to, again, go back and forth really gently, just so you get a good stretch, but it doesn't hurt. So gently back and then forth, coming forward. And one last time. And then come to stillness with your shoulders over your wrists. Take your left foot and cross it over your right. And then look around your right shoulder. And if you like, you can, for more of a stretch, you bring your left hand across your right hand and look around your shoulder at your toes. And then we'll come out of this, bring your hand back, and bring your knee underneath you. We're going to move into downward facing dog. So let's go ahead and move our hands forward just a little bit. Tuck the toes, and we're going to exhale and lift the hips, bring your head between your arms, lift out of your shoulders, and begin to walk your dog. And then come into stillness. Just noticing how that feels. If your hamstrings are still tight, you can bend your knees, and that's really okay. Anytime you want to come out of it, just come on down into your table or child's pose. And let's all of us release now. Let's take a break. Yes, spread your knees wide, big toes together, and sit back into child's pose. And if you need to release your wrists, go ahead and roll them out. Bring your head to the floor or on top of your hands. And now come back up to table. Now, what we're going to do next is dolphin pose. Dolphin pose is where we're doing like downward facing dog, except on our forearms. And we're going to bring our hands together, interlace the fingers, but then take the little fingers out so they're kind of like, they'll be a support for us. Okay. All right, so lower to your forearms, interlace your fingers, and then unlace the little fingers. And by the way, if you're not interested in doing dolphin pose, you can go right back to downward facing dog. That would be fine. So we start the same way. We're going to tuck the toes, inhale and then exhale and lift the hips and bring your head between your arms. And again, if you need to have your knees bent because this is too much stress on your hamstrings, go right ahead and bend them. Press out of your elbows and your forearms. Really press into the ground with your forearms. Lift up out of your shoulders. And then let's release on down. And again, come into child's pose. And then come back up into table. Actually, it looks like we're not going to stand up tonight. Let's go ahead and do one more thing with our strap then. Okay. We're going to come into Dandasana stick pose. So you're going to, and we're going to use the strap for this. We're going to, and if you want to sit on your blanket or whatever, go right ahead. I'm going to put the strap around both feet, and we're going to pull on the strap, and notice how that helps to lift the spine, lengthen the spine here. We'll just sit here for a few moments, feeling the length of the spine. You may also feel it in your hamstring a little bit here. You want to have your feet flexed as much as you can stand. And again, if you want your knees bent, that's fine too. I know this is a hard position for some people with legs flat. You can also put blocks under your legs if you like. And let's release that. And let's set the strap aside and just shake out the legs, whatever you like to do, windshield wiper or bounce them up and down. All right. Circle out your feet, other direction. Okay. And let's come on to our back again. We're going to do a final twist here. I like to do a twist at the end. It calms us down. So feet are on the floor, knees bent, arms are out in the T. We're going to press into our feet and lift the hips and scoot them over to the left a little bit. And then bring your knees in towards your chest and lower them over to the right. And if you can, your legs will be on the floor. If not, you can put something underneath like the block or your blanket. And if you don't have any props like that with you, Then if your left shoulder comes up a little bit, that's okay as well. But try to keep your left shoulder down as much as you can. And let's straighten the top left leg if you like, and bring the knees back together. Flex that left foot. And bend your knees. Bring them back over your chest and your feet to the floor. And move your spine, move your hips so your spine is aligned again. And we'll do the other direction now. Let's go ahead and lift the hips and scoot them over to the right, knees to the chest, and drop the knees over to the left. You may find one side is tighter than the other when you're doing this. I certainly do. And if you like, you can straighten your top right leg and flex the foot to bring a little bit more to this twist. Let's bend the knee, bring the knees over your chest, feet to the floor, lift your hips to align your spine one more time. Let's go ahead and do a final back massage. Feet off the floor, hands on your knees, rocking back and forth. Circling your knees. Circling the other way. And then lower your feet to the floor and come into Shavasana, making yourself as comfortable as you can. Close your eyes and begin to focus on your breath. Bring your attention to your scalp and release all those little muscles of the scalp. Relax your forehead, smoothing out any wrinkles you find there. Relax your eyes back in your eye sockets. Relax your cheeks and your lips. Release your jaw. Relax your neck and your throat. And feel your head and neck heavy on the earth, warm and relaxed. Relax your shoulders, upper arms and elbows, lower arms and wrists. Relax your hands and your fingers all the way out to the fingertips. And feel your shoulders and arms heavy on the earth, warm and relaxed. Relax the back of your body and all the muscles along the spine. Relax the front of your body and all the organs inside. Relax your hips, upper legs and knees, lower legs and ankles. Relax your feet and your toes, all the way out to the tips of the toes. And feel your hips and legs heavy on the earth, warm and relaxed. Feel your whole body heavy on the earth, warm and relaxed. And now picture yourself taking a midnight canoe ride on a lake. When the breeze isn't blowing, the lake is still, the water mirror smooth. When the breeze softly blows, the lake gently ripples. You look up at the dark, cloudless sky. It spreads out like a vast canvas painted midnight blue, spattered with pinpricks of stars, shining, sparkling, millions of them extending out above you in every direction as far as you can see. The light of the full moon casts a shadow of you and your canoe on the lake's surface. You look towards the shoreline and see the moon shadows of the trees as well. As you glide through the water, the only sounds are the paddle dipping into the water and drops of the water falling from your paddle back into the lake, and the soft swish as the keel of the canoe moves through the water, gliding easily. You decide to stop for a while in the middle of the lake. You turn your canoe so that you can see the reflection of the moon dancing on the lake. You listen to the quiet. The only sounds now are the gentle lapping of the water against the sides of the canoe and the beating of your heart. You feel embraced by the darkness, the peace and the beauty of the night here on the lake. Enjoy this for the next few minutes. Begin to deepen your breath and begin to move your body. Maybe starting with the small muscles like fingers and toes and wrists and ankles. Maybe rocking your head back and forth gently. And then begin to move the large muscles of your body as well. Maybe a full body stretch, a twist, whatever feels good to you. And when you're ready, bend your knees and roll to one side and press yourself up to a comfortable seat. May the long-time sun shine upon you, all the love surround you, and the pure light within you guide you along. Thank you for joining me this evening. Namaste. See you in 2 weeks. Bye-bye.